Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I want to introduce you guys to a new series I'm starting, Road to 10K a month with SMMA. I want to update you guys on all the progress I've made with my agency so far, what type of agency I started, and why I even decided to start an agency in the first place. But before any of that, what even is SMMA? SMMA stands for Social Media Marketing Agency. And put simply, it's an agency that makes money by providing social media services to a business. Some services people provide are social media management, paid advertising, funnel building, content creation, email marketing, and a whole lot more. So if you're a beginner and you want to start an SMMA, you have to pick a service, pick a business/niche that you want to target, and then provide that service to that niche. Now that you have a brief understanding of what SMMA is, why did I decide to choose this business model when there's hundreds of other business models out there? Well, it's because Iman Gaji made all the other business models look shit with a video that we've all probably watched and seen. I'm just playing around, but after watching that video, I loved how simple SMMA was and how little risk there was to start for a beginner. And the main thing that I had to trade in was my time. And as a 17-year-old, I had a lot of time, or I still have a lot of time to trade in, as I don't have a lot of responsibilities and I don't have any bills to pay. So here I am 3 months later, and have I signed my 10K a month for whale client? Not yet. But have I signed my first client? Well, watch the rest of this video because I'm going to tell you if I have or if I haven't. Now, let me tell you guys what type of agency I started, because there's so many different types of agencies and services that you can provide. But for me to do that, I need to take you back 6 months in the past where I met my good friends Muhiz, Jarov, and Yusuf. A quick introduction on who these people are. Muhiz is 19 and he has scaled his agency up to 20K a month. Jarov is, I believe, 24 and he has scaled his agency up to 40K a month. And Yusuf is 19 and he has scaled his agency to 50K a month. So big ballers. And you're probably asking how I, as a brokey and as a beginner, met up with these big ballers. Well, it was luck. I knew Muhiz's little brother from secondary school. We went to the same school. And when he heard I wanted to start an agency, he connected me and Muhiz together. And Muhiz, being the kind man he is, was down to meet me. After I met Muhiz, he then introduced me to Yusuf and Jarov. So after meeting them, I started helping them out and their friends out in any way I could, with research, editing, content ideas, and even criticizing their videos, just for feedback. And I'd done this for around 3 months. 90% of the work I'd done for them was free, as I just wanted to work and gain experience and pick up skills that I didn't have before. So after working with them for around 3 months and picking up new skills, I decided to go 100% into my own agency and bring my own agency to life. And don't worry, I'll also be making a video soon on how you can network with people who are above you financially or people you just want to learn from. But after working with those cool chads, I discovered that I was very good at content creation. As when I was working for them, a lot of them specialize in making content for their clients that converts into dollars. So when I decided to start my agency, I decided to choose something that was similar to what I was doing before. So I decided to start a content agency because I already had picked up a lot of skills and I was extremely good at it. And I will soon be proven right that I was good at content, as I got my most recent and my most biggest win, which I will mention soon. So after deciding to go 100% into my agency to speed up my progress and my learning curve, I decided to buy a coaching program from Yusuf and Malcolm, the big ballers who are doing crazy numbers with the agency right now. But remember these two names because they also play a massive part in my big win. So for the first 2 months, me and my business partner spent learning and improving our skills by taking on small projects on the side, and the coaching was helping out a lot, as there are many skills that you need to learn to build a successful agency. For example, you need to learn lead generation, booking appointments, taking sales calls, onboarding clients, service delivery, and client communication. And underneath all those main pillars that I just mentioned, there are a bunch of micro skills that you also need to learn to become good at that main skill that I just mentioned. For example, lead generation is pretty straightforward, and after you've done it a few times and you get the hang of it, there's not that much else to learn. And there's also softwares out there that you could pay for that will generate you thousands of leads. But on the other hand, booking appointments or taking sales calls, there's so much room to improve. And even the top sales reps in the game are still improving their skill day by day. So after 2 months of learning and taking on small projects on the side, on November 17th, I had the most dopamine giving notification on the planet. So I go and check my Slack notifications, and Malcolm has sent a message into the general chat of the group, and he wants to partner with someone for the creation of 2 VSLs for 2 of his clients. And I was first on the chat, and I knew an opportunity like this doesn't come very often. And as a beginner, if I'm able to provide a sick VSL that generates a ton of money for their client, then that would be an insane case study for me and my partner as we're just starting out. And I will also be able to leverage that case study to get future clients, but it all depends on how much money the VSL actually generates for their clients. And remember, I'm a beginner. If I do bad with this VSL, then my reputation is ruined. But if I do extremely well, then my reputation has increased and I'll be swimming in clients. And even after creating the VSLs, I will need to edit each VSL in 48 hours at such a high standard, like the Eman Gadji and Sebastian and Jordan Welch type edits. And Yusuf on the coaching call 20 minutes beforehand had given me a VSL for his client that he wanted me to edit for him. So when it comes to editing alone, we had 80 minutes worth of content that we needed to be edited as soon as possible, plus the creation and scripting of the VSLs that we also had to do as well. So I was shitting myself. We had such a small time frame to do all of this work, but for some reason I was confident that if we worked our asses off, then we'll be able to pull this off somehow. And that's exactly what we done. Me and my business partner worked the hardest we ever worked, and we done our first 80+ hour week. I had to release my inner Adonis, and we finally got everything completed in the 1 week time frame that we had. But we were still scared. Would Malcolm and Yusuf like the videos and the scripts that we generated? And would their clients like the videos as well? And would it even perform? And they did. They loved it. And 2 weeks after the VSL went live, we generated $18,000 for one of their clients, and the other one of their clients generated $7,000. But for a week and a half, they weren't able to take any sales calls as their sales rep was ill. So they were only able to take sales calls for the last bit of the week, and we were still able to generate $7,000 for them. And as of me recording this video 1 month later, I'll include a screenshot of how much we were able to generate for them so far. So this is my biggest win to date, and I was correct. My reputation had increased, and after people heard about the results I got in the coaching program, 4 of them booked a call with me, and from those 4, I'm going to work with 2 of them very soon. And because of that experience, I knew what I was capable of. So after that, I had an increase in confidence, and I outreached to someone in my network, asking them to help them out with their content creation, and he agreed. So the deal with him right now is for me to help him out with his content, and because he has a very good network and a bunch of people that could benefit from my service, he said if we help him out with his content, he will refer us to people in his network. And he's also big in the agency game. I'm not going to say his name, but he's also going to be coaching us. But everything is going well 3 months in, and I just started posting content as well. So I'll be taking you guys along with me on this journey to hit 10K a month. And after that, we'll move on to the next goal. But what are the next steps for my agency? The next goal in the next 3 months is to sign 2 to 4 clients and get them insane, crazy results and stack up the case studies. And the goal is to also make our first hire and maybe move to Dubai so I can drive my Lamborghini up and down the road. But that's the end of this video. And if you guys want to learn more about me and who I am, click on this video right here as I explain everything in that video. But have a blessed week. Take care. Mwah.